There's like a couple Kobe's that they have only the technology in like the heel of your foot and not the forefoot of your foot. And I can like tell a huge difference when I play in those. Like it feels like I'm running on hardwood. So like I really struggled to wear those. But for other people, they obviously love them. But for me, it's like, no, I need that technology everywhere. So that's honestly been a huge part of, the process and the creation of the shoe is like it being comfortable and exactly kind of what I need. And the technology that we're going to put into it isn't anything that they've ever put into a basketball shoe before. So I'm really excited about that.
And that was probably the biggest news that came out of this podcast is that Nike will be adding new technology for the CC signature shoe. But I would imagine for a player like Caitlin, I could see these shoes being similar to the Sabrinas, in a sense being similar to the Kyries, which again, I've talked about this in other episodes, but I feel like the Sabrinas kind of took over what the Kyries were, because the Kyries were so popular. And I feel like a lot of NBA players went from wearing Kyries to wearing Sabrinas. Like if you wear Kyrie or you wore a Kobe, then you're more likely to wear the Sabrinas. But this new technology that they're adding to Caitlin's shoe should be really great. There should be a lot of hype around it. And that's the thing with Caitlin Clark's signature shoe. Like a lot of fans are going to buy her shoe regardless of if you play basketball or not, whether you care about how they feel or not. Fans are just going to buy them because she has so many fans who are just ready to eat up whatever merchandise she's going to release.
Let's look at this. Became the first rookie with at least 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in a playoff game. That was Caitlin Clark. Became the fourth different rookie to play all 40 minutes in a playoff game. That was her. I'm looking at other things. 6 different league television partners. This is last year. This is last season, because this is Caitlin Clark that we're talking about. 6 different league television partners set viewership records that year, her rookie year, for its highest viewed WNBA game. Do you know every one of those games included the Indiana Fever? I mean, am I just making this up? Every one of the games included the Indiana Fever. You think that's an accident? Thanks to Clark, Indiana led the league in attendance both at home and on the road. The Fever averaged 17,035 fans at home and over 15,000 on the road. 4 teams moved home games to bigger arenas when Indiana came to town to accommodate more fans. That's about Caitlin Clark. How do we know this? Attendance for the entire league was up nearly 50% last year, according to data from across the timeline, and Indiana led all teams with an average attendance of 17,035. That was up 319% from the year earlier. 319%. 319%. All other teams still grew by double-digit percentages. So let's not forget that. But they didn't grow by 319%. That was Caitlin Clark, which means she's largely responsible for the overall league attendance records. Merchandise sales were also up 450% for the WNBA, according to Fanatics, and Clark was the top-selling player and is 5th among athletes across all sports.
Breaking news. The WNBA is on the edge of its most dangerous moment ever. Behind closed doors, league tensions have exploded to a point many insiders feared was coming. And now, fans are asking a terrifying question. Are WNBA owners preparing to lock out the players? And is the 2025 season in serious danger? Let's be clear, no official lockout has been announced. But the warning signs? They're everywhere. CBA negotiations are stalling. Owners are tightening their stance. Players are openly talking about leverage, strikes, and fairness. And when labor talks reach this stage, there is only one nuclear option left on the table: a lockout. If that happens, players are barred from team facilities, practices stop, games stop, paychecks stop. And suddenly, a league that just entered its most visible era ever goes dark. The timing couldn't be worse. The WNBA is riding unprecedented momentum, driven by sold-out arenas, record ratings, and stars like Caitlin Clark pulling the league into the mainstream spotlight. But here's the brutal truth of professional sports. Growth means nothing if ownership refuses to share control. According to league insiders, owners are deeply concerned about one thing: precedent. If players win too much, too fast. If revenue sharing shifts dramatically, if salaries rise aggressively, the power balance changes forever. That's why whispers of a lockout aren't about punishment, they're about leverage. Owners know a strike hurts players, but a lockout hurts everyone. Fans lose trust, momentum disappears, sponsors hesitate. And the scariest part? History shows leagues don't always recover quickly. The WNBA finally has cultural relevance. It finally has stars breaking through media walls. It finally has the public paying attention. And now, all of it is at risk. Because if owners lock out players, the message is loud and clear. Business comes before basketball. Players, meanwhile, are standing at their own crossroads. Accept a deal that preserves peace, or fight for a future that may cost them the present. And that's why the word lockout is so explosive. Not because it's confirmed, but because it's possible. Very possible. If talks collapse, if trust erodes, if both sides dig in, the 2025 WNBA season doesn't just get delayed, it gets jeopardized. And if the league goes silent now, right as the world is finally watching, the damage could be irreversible. This isn't just a labor dispute. It's a test of whether the WNBA believes in its own momentum or is willing to sacrifice it to maintain control. One move decides everything. And right now, the league is closer to the edge than anyone wants to admit.
People need to realize the Indiana Fever, this is the second year in a row they had the #1 pick. So do y'all know what that means? That means they're not that good. They had back-to-back years as the #1 pick.
Why are you a hater on the Fever, man?
I am a realist. Because not only I get people are just crazy about why she should be doing this and they should be doing that. If she's so great, this team, it's still a team game, people. It is still a team game. And, but I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I'm just kind of in this mode right now.
I personally think that Kathy should suspend Coach Cheryl Reeve. I think that she should publicly, she needs to come out and address this. It's Kathy's league. She has to be a leader, and she's being soft. She's truly being soft. It's like if I was running a business and everybody at my business is complaining about the same thing. Everyone in my business is complaining about the same thing, and I'm hiding behind, well, guys, everybody in every workplace complains about those things. And that's what she said recently in a recent interview. And I want to show you guys this clip.
I think every year, everybody complains about officiating, by the way, in every sport. So, but that means people care. They care so much. And we hear the concerns from the ecosystem in our league, whether it's fans, players, coaches. We take it seriously. We understand there's frustration. Our game is constantly evolving. We just talked about the speed, talent, and physicality, and we recognize that, as leagues change and rules change and players get bigger and stronger and faster, and the officiating needs to change. Thorough process to becoming an official, extensive training and education, but also the accountability on a nightly basis. Every single game, every single play, call or non-call, is reviewed. There's evaluations, so teams have the opportunity to provide feedback. So we're working as hard as we can to make sure we're getting consistent officiating, but I understand the frustrations and we hear them.
I can't get past that every time it comes up about officiating, she's like, well, every sport complains about officiating. It's something that's so glaring in the WNBA, and a lot of new fans who came into the WNBA are shocked by what goes on in these games.